Hello everyone. Let's get into resource management at the portfolio level. Resource management is the coordinated planning, allocation, and control of people and other resources across projects to meet organizational objectives. Now, let me say that in very simple English. Resource management is about putting the right people on the right work at the right time. Stay with me here. Projects don't move on charts, they move on people. I've seen excellent plans fail just because the right skills were spread too thin. So now that we are clear on what resource management really means, the next thing to explore is why this becomes a portfolio level concern, not just a project issue. Here's the reality at the portfolio level. Resources are shared, not owned by one project. In everyday terms, the same people are pulled in many directions. You've probably seen this at the office. A key expert is needed by 3 projects at the same time, and everyone says, just a little help. I once joked with a team that one person was working on 5 projects and sleeping on none. That's not efficiency, that's overload. So now that we see why resource conflicts happen, the next step is understanding what resource management actually looks at. Resource management looks beyond names on a plan. Let's break this down together. It considers skills, availability, workload, and timing. Having someone assigned does not mean they are truly available. I remember a project where a critical resource was listed at 50% availability on paper, but in reality, they were already working full time elsewhere. The plan looked fine, the delivery didn't. Resource management forces honesty into planning. So now that we understand what is being managed, the next question is how the PMO gains visibility into all this. From a PMO perspective, effective resource management starts with transparency. In simple terms, the PMO needs to see who is doing what and when. You have probably seen organizations where no one really knows resource commitments until deadlines are missed. I once helped a PMO create a simple cross-project resource view, and leadership immediately spotted conflicts that had been invisible for months. So now that we understand how visibility helps, the next step is seeing how resource decisions are actually made. Resource management supports decision making, not just tracking. Let me put that plainly. Sometimes the right decision is to delay a project, not stretch people further. You've probably noticed that adding more work to busy teams slows everything down. I've seen leadership teams choose to pause a low value initiative just to protect critical resources. That single decision improved delivery across the portfolio. So now that we see how resource management guides smarter choices, the final step is understanding what changes when this practice is done well. When resource management is handled properly, work feels more realistic and humane. Projects progress steadily, people are less stressed, and priorities make sense. Teams stop firefighting and start delivering with confidence. Resource management turns chaos into coordination. So now that we have explored how resource management supports portfolio success, the next natural step is to look at how performance, value, and benefits are tracked across the portfolio, which brings us directly into portfolio performance management. We are going to discuss resource conflict resolution in details in the next chapter.